If you're in debt, your life is so much more stressful than it has to be. I know because I had student loan debt and that was only $4,000, but even then it was really stressful having it. The honest truth is this, and I'm not saying this to be a jerk, I'm saying this because you need to hear it, and honestly the sooner the better, but getting yourself into debt is like digging yourself into a hole with an excavator. And when you get out of debt, you're getting yourself out of that hole and you're getting back that freedom of not being tied down with debt. I'm sure you can picture how great it will feel to not be in debt. Not only will you get out, but you're also more likely to go on and make more money and have more freedom. And if it's hard for you to imagine a life where you can actually enjoy spending your money and you have control of it, then you've been missing out on that freedom for too long. And when you get out, you'll be able to spend your money on things you actually enjoy doing, like that vacation, that concert, or whatever you enjoy, because you won't be paying ridiculous amounts of money in interest. And even just being out of debt seems to open up some financial doors. Anyway, I'm rambling, but you can get that freedom with 4 simple steps. And those 4 simple steps make up what is called the Debt Snowball Method. This method comes from Dave Ramsey. No, not the chef, you idiot sandwich. And the Debt Snowball Method is a great and simple method to get out of debt. I hope you're excited because if you follow these 4 simple steps, you'll be able to get out of debt before you know it, live a less stressful life, and get that freedom back. So here are the 4 steps. Step 1 is to make a list of your debt from smallest to largest. So the smallest step should be at the top of the list and the largest at the bottom. Make sure you make a note of the minimum payment for each debt. Don't worry about the interest rate. It doesn't matter for this method of paying off debt. It sounds crazy, but it's designed to specifically make it harder for you to quit. I know it sounds crazy, but I'll explain what that means after step 4 so it makes more sense. Step 2 is to make the minimum payment on everything except for that smallest debt. So remember, in step 1 you listed your debt from smallest to largest and you made a note of the minimum payment for each one. And now you're paying the minimum on everything except for that smallest one. Step 3 is to pay as much as you can on that smallest one. Now obviously this has to be more than the minimum amount, but you're going to really want to attack the smallest debt like you would attack tacos on Taco Tuesday. As you're following these 4 steps, you're really on a mission to get out of debt and get that freedom back, and you don't want to lose sight of this. And finally, step 4 is to repeat this process until every debt is paid off and you are debt free. This method focuses on the size of the debt rather than the interest, because if you think about it, money is more about behavior than it is math. If it wasn't, you wouldn't be in debt in the first place. Anyway, these 4 steps give you frequent and small wins so that you can build that momentum and you don't give up. And by the way, if you found this video helpful, please give me a small win by hitting the like button so that this video can reach other people. Oh, and when you pay off that smallest debt, you'll have that extra money to put towards the next debt on your list, in addition to the minimum payment that you were already making on it. The same thing happens when you pay off the next one, and the next one, and the next one. This creates that snowball, and now you know why it's called the Debt Snowball Method. But do you know the 4 money questions that you should be asking yourself in your 20s if you eventually don't want to worry about money? If you don't know those questions, make sure you watch this video.